I felt that at this stage of my coaching career, that with those last 2 years, the two Final Four runs, and the demands, and it's a good thing, because people always say, Coach, be careful if you talk about how tough it was after those Final Fours. There's people who would love to be in your shoes, and I get that. I understand that. But what happens is sometimes you get to a point where maybe you're not the person that could be doing the best job. And if you've been in it long enough, you say, well, then who would you like to see personally maybe be the one that takes over for you? Whether or not you owned a store and you're going to retire, who's going to run the store? Well, I saw a young man developing, and I've had a lot of assistant coaches, and all of them are capable of being head coaches. But what Greg Gard had developed into these past few years, his knowledge, his ability to think one step ahead of me. He was Radar from MASH, for those that can remember that show. And not only that, he could implement his ideas. I started to give assistant coaches even more freedom with doing drills and with practices in the fall and in the spring. And he had a chance to have his team, and Gary had his team, Gary Closen and Lamont Paris, and those guys. And then you watch them coach against one another and do things. I saw Greg go from really a very inexperienced, naive yet hungry individual into being someone who I knew could be a really good head coach.